For most of us, the vibrations of sound waves are relayed to the brain through the ear, which converts them to neural signals.
As the sound hits the eardrum and it wiggles in and out, it sets up pressure waves inside a snail-like structure called the cochlea. The hair cells only fire an electrical charge in response to low frequencies. At the other end, they fire an electrical charge in response to high frequencies, and of course everything in between.
So the signal goes from the ear to the brainstem and up into the brain.
And that electrical charge goes to the auditory cortex, which is amazingly laid out in pitch order, almost like a piano keyboard. We used to think that there was a music center in the brain. We don't think that anymore. There are music centers, and they're spread all over the brain.
The auditory cortex activates as it receives signals from the brainstem through the inferior colliculus and the medial geniculate nucleus.
You'd see a bunch of coordinated and a bunch of uncoordinated firing in different parts of the brain, kind of like a neural symphony, a neural orchestra. So pitch is processed in one set of neural regions, tempo in another, loudness in another, timbre, whether it's a violin or a trumpet or a human voice, in yet another, and it all comes together later. The later in this case is maybe 30 thousandths of a second, so rapidly that you never knew the things were ever apart.